Yeah, we should have. I just want you to know
Welcome
though. I just want
to
you
the.
to know though that this crime family element, like what you're seeing, has
Uh,
been in the comics.
okay, so we're talking about the Penguin series, ladies and gentlemen. Uh,
Yeah.
so there's a new Penguin, 2 episodes in, third one this week coming out,
There's a new
and
penguin.
there's
It's
there's new
funny because
Penguin.
this is Can't Focus podcast. Diddy Details.
Listen,
starting
Well,
off
you
with
know, he was into
starting
organized
off with
crime.
Cobblepot.
listen. I don't know if you heard. Recent news came out. They found 1,000 bottles of eye drops at Diddy's house. So you don't get that, right? Because you don't watch the show. So
Kyle doesn't get it. He hasn't seen Batman. He hasn't watched the show. In that world, it's eye drops is the drug of
yeah,
choice. In that world,
yeah. Let me get a drop, yo. Hey, hey, let me get a drop.
You like him scratching his eyes though?
I don't know.
Hey man, let me get some.
I got this lamp. You got drops? I got a lamp. You got
he
drops?
just gotta leave her.
Jimmy! Listen, so my hot take is this, right? All the nerds in the world love this Penguin series. They're like, oh my god, it's groundbreaking. It's so real. It's world building. I feel like it's a real crime family. I feel like I'm the inside of this intricate crime family. I could really feel like, the Falcones and the Maronis are so real to me. And it's just like HBO's been doing this since The Sopranos, since The Wire, Boardwalk Empire. Like, this isn't. It's a great show. It's a wonderful show. But I'm saying,
Nothing new under the sun.
yeah, it's just Boardwalk Empire and Sopranos had a baby. That's all that happened.
And the moment,
Listen,
and the moment that it becomes nerdy, Kano's done watching it. The moment
Promise you.
Superman comes out of nowhere and throws a car at Penguin, it's clip.
If someone picks up a car, I'm out.
you real. All right, this is. Well, I guess technically, depending on what type of Batman, yeah, depending on what type of Batman we're talking about, I guess that's the difference there.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
You heard
There you go.
Well, my audio.
There you go. Yeah, it just got a little more unappealing to Kano now. Just
No,
a
all
little
right,
bit.
hold on. Wait. What?
No, I'm talking about like the animated series or something like that. That's where you see like picking up a car. You haven't seen that in live action of the Batman stuff. Jimmy, what up, man? Good to see you.
Because it's hard to pick up a car, right?
It because they chose to go more realistic route.
All right, well, then I keep watching it.
Yeah.
I for one
It's been
haven't
good,
watched
man.
it because I'm trying to stand in solidarity. I don't want to watch no more DC or Marvel. I'm over it. I'm gonna stick to
Solidarity
my
with who?
Japanese anime. I'm a nerd, no
With
matter how you
Japan?
look at it.
For solidarity with Japan.
I'm in solidarity with Tokyo, Akihabara, Shibuya. That's
Shibuya.
where I'm at.
All right. Yeah. You enjoy that. The rest of the world is gonna
It is a good
love the
series.
Penguin.
I do recommend you watch the series. It's a good series. It's great.
Episode 3 is on right now. I'm missing it. So
I do enjoy it. I can't
Are
wait to
you
see.
really missing it? I mean, you could literally watch it after this.
Literally.
literally.
I guess he
Yeah.
wants to watch it when the world is watching it. I guess
Exactly.
What? What a loser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one asked you. You're the loser.
Um,
You don't know about Batman.
No, I don't. But let me tell you something. I don't want no superheroes, man.
I mean, eventually, you're gonna get this. There's a superhero that's gonna come into that show. There's gotta be. I mean, there's
No,
literally
according
no Penguin without Batman. Like
right, but
Batman
you
at
had
some point would have to cross paths with Cobblepot
right, but you
because
had
that's
that in the
one of
movie.
the one of the villains in Batman.
You had that in the movie though. This show doesn't have Batman. This show is about Oz's
Oswald.
rise, Oz's rise to that Godfather of Gotham level. It shows how he gets there.
So far, what I like about it is how realistic it is. It's very real. Like the way he gets out of situations is human like.
Yeah.
It's very it's first of all, it doesn't feel written. It feels like it's really happening.
Mm-hmm.
But aside from that, like there's no supernatural to it. Like this is he's smart. This is planned out. You could tell he's a chess player in his in the show. He thinks 100 steps ahead of you,
Yep.
and he's not the only one. There are other characters like the Sophia girl, the Sophie girl, whatever her name is.
Sophia, yeah.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Also, thinker. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that's
until
what I like about it. So once you throw
until
in
a
a guy,
batarang comes out of nowhere.
that's what I'm saying. You throw in a guy
Whoa, that threw me
who's
for a
made out of
loop.
ice. I'm like, Ray, what's happening here, man?
That's
We at
not
a
gonna happen.
disadvantage. The guy's a block of ice.
No, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. The show is not given that at all. It's not even according to the creator. It's not even Batman in it. So
So
it's just this. And then Penguin's gonna be
is
in
it
part two.
Penguin if there was no Batman?
No, no, no. It's the continuation of the Batman movie.
Yeah, and if you watch the Batman movie, he got like mad emo at the end. So he's probably like hiding in his little bat cave.
Oh, so
What?
while Batman is hiding in his Batcave because he got all emo, Penguin is rising up as the kingpin of Gotham.
Very unlikely too that like if you watch the show, like the person he is, it's very unlikely that he becomes like a leader in his world. But he is because that's who he is in this world. But it does. You want to watch it because you like, how did this man rise to the top? He get no
Didn't they have a show
respect here,
like that
no
though? It
respect.
just wasn't. It just didn't do a good job. They had a show like this before, right? Gotham.
They had the show called Gotham.
And
It
Oswald
wasn't the
Cobblepot
same
was in
though.
it, huh?
I believe so. I didn't watch Gotham. I believe so. I heard it was a good show, but it is kind of like a bit of an origin story, but it still had like fantastical elements to it. Like Batman was still in it and stuff like that. So
Well, no, this was Batman as a kid.
as a kid, yeah, that's true. As a
You know
kid,
what's funny is I'm over here like nobody better come out with like Poison Ivy, but it's like I loved Game of Thrones and like when the dragons are there, I'm like yeah, the dragons is in here, bro. I
I
like the
guess.
dragons.
Well, I guess you know what you're getting with Game of Thrones. With Penguin, you know what you're getting too is organized crime. So you're kind of set on that. So and anything that deters you from it will get you to be like,
You're
yeah,
right.
nah.
You're right. If a dragon popped up on Penguin, I'd be tight.
Yeah,
That's
if you were like if it was like a Game of Thrones Penguin crossover, you'd be like, all right, yo, I'm not gonna watch that episode. That one I'm not gonna
a dragon lands in Gotham.
watch.
Batman's like, oh, get out! I'm going to Metropolis.
Penguin's like, they got all this fire in the city because of this lizard. Come on.
What are you doing, dragon?
It's like, a penguin's true weakness, fire. You know I like the cold.
It's funny because there's a scene. It's because Gotham is New York. I don't care what nobody says. He's talking to this kid, right? This kid Vic, who he got, and he's like, "Yo, that store over there on the corner, they still sell slush puppies." And it's just like, you're like, you ever mix the flavors? Like that's how Italians talk to you though. Like you ever mix the flavors? And then they at the end, like there's a scene where they're trying to, spoiler alert. This isn't, you don't watch us for that. So spoiler alert. So there's a scene where they're drinking it together and they finally mix it. And he's like, it's good, right? And the kid's like, yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good. It's the best. And I'm just like, I love it. This is
I heard Gotham is actually New Jersey.
Nah, it can't be. It can't be. You know, people
a
who say
mixture.
that are just like haters of New York, because I get like that's canon, like it says that, but like it's depicted as New York, bro.
No, that's not canon.
Yeah, it is. It's in New Jersey.
Gotham.
Yeah.
If you look at well, that's one thing
Gotham
I
is
did
not in
see.
our that Gotham is not in our real world.
No, it's in a small town in Jersey, bro.
Gotham in the comics is a
So
small town
so
in Jersey.
Yeah.
so listen. I saw this Fantastic Frankie. She was talking about it, and he has an ID. Cobblepot has an ID. It said Oswald Cobblepot, and it says Gotham, New Jersey.
Oh wow!
There's
In
an
the
ID.
show.
It's somewhere in the show. The ID shows Oswald Cobblepot, and it says Gotham, New Jersey.
But that's an Easter egg to comics in the past that have reference to Gotham being New Jersey. But the show clearly
Oh
depicts New
wow!
York. Like if you
Wow!
watch the subway, it's New York. If you see the bus stops, it's New York.
No, it's all New York. Yeah, it's very widely known that Gotham was based on like New York in like the 70s and 80s or whatever. Actually, no, not 70s and 80s because Batman is much older than that. So,
Gotham
but
City in
yeah,
New
it is.
Jersey.
But
Forget about it.
it's based in New York. But I'm just saying, like traditionally, Gotham City is traditionally depicted as being located in New Jersey. Wow, I
So,
never knew that.
that's a bunch of baloney. The
New
Christmas don't believe
Jersey.
that.
It doesn't
New
make sense though.
Jersey.
It doesn't make sense though because then where's Metropolis?
We're New Yorkers. Sorry. Jersey.
Jersey.
It's I Jimmy. I did you see the episode 2? And yeah, like the show is in New York.
Oswald. Who's your favorite rapper? Joe Buttons.
Eh,
Queen Latifah.
I'm a big fan of Naughty by Nature. You got one PP?
Yeah, you know me. Yo.
oh man.
I'm from the east side of New Jersey.
So yeah, I mean, surprisingly enough, that's what that's where Cobblepot, Bruce Wayne, all of them, the Jersey heads. Yeah,
New
Jersey
Jersey.
boy.
I gotta look at that again.
Pump it up.
I don't remember. When did he show his ID? I don't understand. I gotta look.
Yo, you gotta look for it. Look at I think Fantastic. Was it Fantastic Frankie? I feel like it was, and she was talking about it too. Like I was watching
in the
video.
show.
Yeah, in the show.
Oh wow.
She says she loves everything about the show except the fact that Gotham is in New Jersey. That's what
But
she
look,
said.
Jimmy got a point. Marvel do own New York, so
I always thought, but Gotham, Metropolis, all these places are made up. But I guess
maybe it's made up. Maybe it's made up now.
Made up cities.
And back then they wanted to maybe back then what Kano was saying in the 50s or whatever, they kind of associated it with a particular state
location.
In mind, and it was New Jersey. But now, because you're right, because Metropolis. There is no Metropolis, New Jersey, or Metropolis, California, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's none of those
I've
things.
always heard. I've always heard Metropolis is LA. I've always heard that.
I can see that.
And which show? What area is what's his name from? Green Arrow. You failed this city. What city was he from? Dang, yo, I forgot.
We got too deep in comics for me.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't even know what Green Arrow is. That's to do with the Green Ring?
Wow.
That's Green Lantern.
That's Green Lantern. Green Arrow is literally an archer who has green arrows.
Thanks, guys. Thanks.
I'm over it now. God. What if an archer comes out of nowhere, Penguin, You go continue watching it?
It depends. Do you got an accent? Is he Albanian? I'm here. Yeah.
You know, I think that he's cool with Albanians actually. The
Speaking
Green Arrow.
of speaking of Gotham and New York, here's the crime boss of New York here.
All right.
Um, jumping right into this. Not
Sean
sure if y'all saw
Cobblepot.
this. Sean Cobblepot. Facts.
The
Facts.
prosecutors and Diddy's lawyers have struck a deal to keep the case evidence sealed from the public to prevent documents and damaging evidence from being posted online.
Yeah, and then we have like the details and stuff like that. We don't have to read it. Um,
Let's get to the meat and potatoes of this, man.
yeah.
Who is on these videos that they both were like, yeah, we have to protect everybody here.
Yeah.
It can't
'Cause-
just be like rappers and actors, right? It got to be like movers and shakers, right? Like some CEOs, some politicians, some Eric Adams was in there wilding. Yeah.
So here's something interesting right here. Government redacted limited portion of the file protective order. The redacted portion describes with particularity discovery material that implicates a victim's privacy interests. So maybe it has to do with the victim, actually, because that's what this is saying. I don't know. It might have to do with the victim, but at the end of the day, I don't know how y'all feel about this. I'm not happy about this personally.
Why? What makes you not happy about this news?
Because, well, I suppose no matter what, we're gonna end up figuring out,
Not if it's redacted.
I mean, but if he's sentenced, you got to know what he's sentenced for, right?
Yeah, but it's gonna be like person A in blacked out action and person B in blacked out action, and the only people that are gonna know are the people in that jury. And when we get
Right,
the transcripts, it's gonna be blacked out.
Right, but at the same time, it's going to be the charge is going to be evident. You know what I mean? So we would know what he's charged with.
Like we don't know what he's guilty of. We
Right.
just wouldn't know the evidence that points to the fact that what made him guilty.
Yeah, so if it says he abused of like a 14-year-old male, we'll never know who that 14-year-old male is.
Right. I see what you did there. But
You don't know what I did.
I do know what you did. It's only one of two options.
Baby.
Yeah, exactly. It's either that or yeah. It's one of them. But, so
Allegedly.
We didn't say no names. We said words.
Yeah, you right.
In a melodic tone. All right. So basically, I mean, I personally want to watch how this plays out.
Yeah.
Like this is
You know what? I don't respect you. I don't respect you, man.
Yeah, and I don't know if I respect myself for this decision.
No, that's not why I don't respect you, because you're not being 100. You're not being 100.
I'm not being 100.
No. The reason why you want this, we gotta all be real with ourselves.
What is that you're holding?
We like the messiness. We wanted to get real messy in here. Did you just kick me off?
No. I'm
Oh.
trying.
We
Sorry.
wanted to get messy. We wanted.
I'm so sorry.
We want to see 1,000 bottles of lube. Who used all these lubes? Right? All the baby. Who was it on? Was it on Justin Bieber? Was Beyonce and Jay-Z rubbing lube on each other? Like,
Allegedly.
we want to get real messy here.
Allegedly.
That's what we want. We want these names. We want it to get real juicy.
So yeah, there's that aspect to it, because I get that, but can you turn that down? Sorry. There's that aspect to it, but it's more so about Diddy. It really is. Like, it's like what did you really do, bro? What are these charges? Because this is one of the most insane things I've ever witnessed. You know
So
what I mean?
according to Orlando Brown, and you gotta take this with a grain of salt. According to Orlando Brown,
I don't anymore. That man was right about everything. I'm looking at people who's having bags,
I don't
sunken
believe.
eyes and stuff like that. Oh, you
I
caught
gotta
it.
be real with y'all. The Jaguar rights and the Orlando Browns, I don't believe them at all. Like for me, they're the perfect example of a broken clock is right 2 times a day, and they
Yeah.
are running with everything right now. They're like on gas with everything.
They're like, I was right. Yeah, I was right, of course.
I knew it. I knew it the whole time.
Nah, that's
Come on.
that was like, yeah, and
Batman.
freak offs, and like he was having, yeah, it was, I was right. Oh my god, nah, but look, so this is what he said, and this is why I don't believe him because this is really what he said. He said at a Diddy party, Diddy would clear out a room, Jamie Foxx would come out butt naked, right? Jamie Foxx come out butt naked, start walking over to the piano, start playing butt naked songs on the piano. Right, Ray J singing, they all butt naked. Ray J singing along butt naked, and he said Floyd Mayweather gets on the piano butt naked and just starts popping it, twerking. And he's like, Floyd. He said Floyd Mayweather's a little man, so it's like a little man twerking on the piano, and you got like Jamie Foxx playing whatever piano songs the piano man plays, and I was like. And I'm like, listen. Even if half of that is true, you know how amazing that tea would be? Like, if only half of that was true. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they wasn't naked. If they wasn't, what if they were just Winnie the Pooh? What if they was just Winnie the Pooh, just shirt, no bottoms, right? What if they was Winnie the Pooh?
What if they was pulling a Winnie the Pooh?
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Christopher Robin.
I'm just saying that would make my day. That's the whole purpose of being famous, to fall down like that. But
Sean
that's why we build you up.
Combs.
We build you up
No,
to this
Diddy.
pedestal so we can watch
I
you.
don't use any. I don't use lube. I use honey.
Are you honey?
Here's what you guys don't know.
It gives it a little taste.
You guys just produced.
Hold on.
Wait. Let me get this off. What you guys don't know is that between you and Kyle, you guys just produced a fetish film that will go crazy on the internet, right?
It's for the furries.
For the furries, for the Diddy furries.
The Diddy furries, the dirties.
Nah, but I do want to know who was involved. Like, I want to know if Jamie Foxx is playing naked piano. I feel like I should know. I watched the Jamie Foxx show. I seen Django. I seen Ray Charles. I need to know.
So did y'all hear that? Apparently, one of the prosecutors or whatever has come out and said that they have like a video of in their evidence of, and someone else that's of higher profile than Diddy is in that video.
Yeah, and celebrity.
Right, and they're until they're gonna release it soon who that is, but until that time,
because they're shopping the video, right? Like that's not evidence. They're shopping that video.
Really?
Oh, I don't know. I that's what I understood.
I think it is evidence. I think it's evidence from when they raided his crib.
Moppy Von D Hook says Mr. Carter. Is Jay-Z a bigger celebrity than Diddy? Is that?
Yeah, I feel like when we're talking about Diddy, like if it's a higher profile person, you really gotta think about like who is higher.
So I mean, one of the things like I was like, okay, who in the like entertainment industry could be of higher profile than Diddy? There's probably some, but not many, to be honest.
I can only think of like 4.
The only other thing I thought of was, did politicians go to these type of parties and stuff like that?
Oh no, that would be wild. No, but they would say
that's the only other thing
celebrity. They wouldn't say celebrity because they said.
Oh, it said celebrity. Okay,
she said A-list celebrity.
A-list celebrity then. Okay.
Let me ask y'all a question. If I was to say Justin Bieber, is Justin Bieber A-list celebrity?
I would say yes, but he's not of higher profile than Diddy.
Yeah.
If I was to say Leonardo DiCaprio,
Ooh,
is Leonardo DiCaprio A-list celebrity?
absolutely.
Higher profile than Diddy?
Maybe if he won an Oscar, but he hasn't gotten that one yet.
That's my bet. My bet is Leonardo DiCaprio.
Really?
Yeah.
You would say that he's higher than Diddy?
They said he
You
was
know
at
what?
these freak offs. I actually saw a thing that said that Diddy called him and warned him that, yo, you want some of these tapes. That might just be gossip though.
Where did you hear that?
On Instagram, but on TikTok, but you can't believe everything. I also think that Diddy killed Michael Jackson. I'm not.
For what? I need to find.
Come
I
on,
would love
guys.
to know the motive behind.
We
it.
all know that Diddy only killed Tupac. All right, so and Biggie.
Let me tell you guys something, bro. Let me tell you something. My mother is. I ain't gonna put her age out there. God bless her.
I'm gonna stop sharing this.
But she's not young. She's not a spring chicken, right? She's my mother. I'm 30. I'm gonna be 34 this year. So like my mother's older than that. Now we in the car. My mom talks to me about nothing pop culture ever, right? If anything, she talks to me about Spanish pop culture. She'll be like, "Oh, Raúl de Molina perdió peso." You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that, like the dudes from the Telemundo and Univision channels. That's what she talked to me about. Or she'll be like, "Oh, you see Sofia Vergara? She about to be Griselda," something like that. Never know or politics or American politics. She'll be like, "They shot at Trumpito," like that.
Do they really say Trumpito?
No.
Oh gosh.
So we in the car, chilling. She gonna be like, "Jason, do you think El Didi," that's what she called him, El Didi. She's like, "Do you think El Didi killed Tupac?"
El Didi. The Diddy.
And I'm like, what do you even
The
know
Diddler.
about this world? And she's like, "No, it's just I was watching the news and Telemundo. It's El Didi killed Tupac." And I had to be real with her. I was like, "Yeah, it's a good chance, actually." Out of all the things,
I like how you get real with your moms. Like, you know what? Mom, for real.
I was like, "Listen, Mom, when he used to go to Cali, he used to use the Southside Compton Crips for protection. The Southside Compton Crips is behind Tupac's murder. 1 + 1 is 2. You know what I'm saying?"
And then we got this man who's been talking about this for years now. Like,
You spoke.
I
You
was
said
like,
that in
Mom,
Spanish.
what happened?
You said that all in Spanish.
Yeah.
Compton Crips.
Uber.
Hoover.
Uber.
Hoover.
Tupac was with Los Bloods, and
Los Blood.
and then he was with Los Crips. So like,
Pero nosotros
Azul-
Latin Kings and
Azul y Rojo no go together. You know what I mean?
So yeah, I mean,
This is pretty. My point is that this is pretty big news. This is everything.
Hold up. Yeah, you're right. But you said the Diddy that the only higher profile than Diddy would be. You said Leonardo DiCaprio, Justin Bieber. Who are the other two? You said 4.
So Leonardo DiCaprio, right? Justin Bieber. This is way out of left field, but I'm only thinking of him because he used to be in New York, and they said he was a party animal when he was out here. And I think he would be a bigger star than Diddy is Derek Jeter. That's a person who I think is bigger than, and he was in New York and they had it intermingle. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then out of that, it could hold, like honestly, it's just those. I can't think, not LeBron. LeBron's not known for these type of things.
But you
he's
said
not in New
4.
York.
That was only 3.
I know. I can't think of another one right now.
Oh, why'd you say 4 then?
Because I don't know. You know.
Why you put me on trial for this?
Nah, I didn't know you was like so meticulous with your numbers. I didn't know you was keeping count over here.
You say 4. I'm thinking. All right. I mean, would you include Jay-Z in that?
I think Jay-Z's on the same caliber as Diddy.
Okay. I don't see how. No. Derek Jeter would be considered an athlete, not an entertainer.
You're right. You're right. You're right. You're correct.
But is he a celebrity? Because I don't know. But yeah, this thing. I'm not. I don't
Isn't
like.
he a former athlete? Wouldn't that just consider him a celebrity?
Maybe. I don't know. Athletes, I guess, are celebrities, right? I
Listen,
don't know.
that's the other thing is that Derek Jeter and Leo, they say those two dudes was outside out here.
Leo is a good option. I
Like,
don't
like be
like.
taking the biddies down. You heard? Yeah, I want to hold up. Let's have the conversation, right? How bad is human trafficking really?
All right, so we're gonna move on to the next topic.
Really? You don't want to face this head on?
No.
I think you're insane.
Okay, listen, hear me out. So I'm a celebrity, right? I got a lot of money. People like me. I have money. I'm a celebrity. I work hard my whole life for the influence to be a celebrity, to have the money. So now I live in Miami. I live in LA. I live in New York. I'm gonna fly people around, bro. And some of those people's gonna get knocked down. Oh, now it's human trafficking.
So, like, I hear what you're saying, but human trafficking also includes when they do this to children too. So you have to be.
Whoa. That's why
You have to
bring that. I didn't bring that in there, bro. You weird.
No, but you said human trafficking.
Nah, you
I'm
weird.
just
I didn't bring
telling.
that one in there. That's
I
weird.
know, but you brought in
That
human
ain't what I'm
trafficking.
talking about.
I know.
I'm talking about he flew out Buffy the Body, bro. Like she like 29.
Right. So you got to just say flying out prostitutes at that point. You
That's
can't.
not what I meant either though. But I don't mean that either though, because that's not what he's doing either. He's flying out models and they getting knocked down. Because if it's that word that you use that we might get demonetized for, if it's service women, right? That's illegal.
Sex worker.
I get that. That's illegal. That alone is illegal, right? But like if it's a shorty who her living is posting Instagram pics and getting paid for those posts, right? If you fly her to Miami, she get knocked down. Then you fly to LA, she get knocked down. And then you fly to Vegas, she get knocked down. But you paying for the flights and the meals in the hotel. That's wild that now you getting charged for that.
I don't. He's saying it like
Yeah.
his dreams are dead. Like I can't fly them out now.
Understand what's against the law and what's not against the law is what I'm saying.
No, you're right. I
still
still think
Leo. You got to come at Leonardo DiCaprio. You got to come at James Harden. You got to come at Derek Jeter. You got to come at all of them because they all do it.
Right. No, I agree. I found that surprising, to be honest with you. I didn't understand how that was considered human trafficking. All I was saying is that you might not want to use that term in general. How bad is this really? Because that is an umbrella term that includes multiple things. This, what you're talking about, I can understand. It is confusing to me. Okay, hold on. We got some comments up in here. What up, y'all? Listen, give a like. Do me a favor, give a like, give a subscribe, do all those wonderful things. We hit the notification bell, hit all notifications.
About my opinions.
Yeah, don't be scared. Don't be scared.
Let me tell you something else.
Pooh Bear, Winnie the Pooh Bear.
Let me tell you something. I didn't even get this one off. How about this? How about y'all wouldn't care about none of this Diddy stuff if Diddy didn't go and sue Diago? This is all. Look, he got his skeletons. He might be a bad person, but I promise you, he's not the only bad person over there in celebrity land. The only reason all this is coming to light is because Diago had to pay him $50 million because they try to like do him dirty for De Leon and Ciroc.
Right.
That's real. I'm being for real with y'all.
No, I know. But at the same time, I think that it's more so like this is a situation where you.
Listen, I get he blew up Kid Cudi's car. I get it. This guy's a monster.
Right. Yeah. No. Yeah. As long
Isn't
as
that
you're
alleged as
acknowledging
well?
that.
Allegedly.
Nah, Kid Cudi gonna testify. and they say the way
Is he
blew up
really?
his
No, no,
car.
no. Is he really for real?
Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard he's willing to testify. And they say the way he blew up the car is crazy. You would think Diddy sent somebody to blow. No, it was Diddy. It was Diddy himself. He threw a Molotov cocktail into the whip. Like that's what they say. They say it's a video of Diddy throwing a Molotov cocktail into the whip, like a makeshift Molotov.
Yo, I really feel like
Bro,
Diddy.
that's insane. I
I
thought
really feel
someone
like
put
Diddy
C4 under the
is
car.
in it. Like I feel like these music videos to him are real, and he's like just living his life. Like, like I make billions of dollars. I could just throw a Molotov cocktail in somebody's car. Who cares? I make money.
In his mind, it's like, it's bad boy, baby. Like,
Yeah, like he might like
you can hate me
saw it
now,
being thrown in slow motion and everything.
but I won't stop now.
And then he walks away in slow motion and everything.
Bro, but he's been
Put the
getting away
fire
with this,
behind
remember?
him.
See, he talking about you can hate me now. Y'all remember that he broke a bottle on Steve Stout's head for that video?
Oh yeah, yeah.
He beat up one of his son's football coaches. He hit him with the weights at the college
Oh my gosh.
because his son wasn't getting playing time. He beat up the coach. He beat up Drake for the 0 to 100 joint. Like he been getting away with this.
Yo, it
First of
seems
all, I
like
didn't even know Diddy had hands like that.
now, what does that say about J. Cole's hands that he beat up Diddy?
We don't know. We don't know that happened, sir.
We don't.
Nah.
We knew this man blew up a car, but we don't know if that happened.
Nah, somebody retold the story. Apparently, they tussled onto a table.
They tussled onto a table.
Yeah,
But
so that's kind of
they
hard.
fought though.
Yeah, so that's kind of hard to say who won. That's like when you how that goes. Y'all hugging and y'all on the table and they're like, I mean,
J. Cole's like, change that story now. I'm not trying to get caught up in this mess.
I heard that he gave him the hands and that's what happened. But
Diddy told him apparently J. Cole said something crazy to him. And Diddy told him he had a bottle. He grabbed the bottle and Cole was like, what you gonna do, hit me with that bottle? And Diddy was like, nah, I'm gonna break it on this table and slice your throat with it. So here's the other thing we forgetting about Diddy, right? Sean Diddy Combs, Sean Puffy Combs, right? Is not the son of your regular person. He's not the son of the mailman. His dad wasn't the mailman or the deli guy. His dad wasn't no rapper, no logo maker. His dad was Melvin Combs. He worked with Nicky Barnes, Mr. Untouchable. You know what I'm saying? The guys that they make movies about. When they made American Gangster and they interviewed Frank Lucas was like, they was like, you know Diddy's father, right? He's like, Diddy. And they're like, sure. It's Melvin's boy. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Diddy comes from gangster stock. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not to celebrate him. We talking about an era where guys was like kidnapping kids and cutting off their fingers.
yeah.
So like that's where he comes from. So he a little off. Also, they say that the Catholic school he went to, you can Google this. This is real. He did go to Catholic school. They say the Catholic high school that he went to in the Bronx is like on the border of the Bronx and Mount Vernon. You can Google this. This is for real because I did my research. The person who was the principal at the time that Diddy was there was later, it was either accused or denounced or something for sexual misconduct or sexual abuse. So, you know,
Diddy's principal.
You just do with that information what you will.
That's crazy.
So Diddy.
Maybe Diddy got diddled by Father James.
I was about to say that. Diddy got diddled. Oh man.
The diddler.
So I tell you, we talking about his parents.
Yeah, his dad was a wild one.
What do we know about his mom? Because
apparently she is an enabling freak league too. Apparently she was at the freak offs.
So that's what I heard.
Yeah, that's what I heard
I
too.
I heard she was like took part.
I don't know about took part. I thought she was just like there for moral support. Like, you could do it, honey.
Yeah, I mean I heard she was like on the cam holding the camera type stuff. Like
Hey, listen, we honestly, I really would love a supportive mother like that, man. Shout out to my moms. I love her. But like, I asked her for a hug today, and she said, you like 30. And I was like, you know what? Diddy's mom will hug him.
this
Yo, I don't know. I don't know if this is like confessions or you're trying to make an analogy here. Like I really don't get what's going on, but
Confession of what?
it's all
so
good, man.
so Diddy's mother Janice Combs releases a statement regarding her son's legal troubles. Quote, "My son is not the monster they have painted him to be." So this I don't think we should read all of it, right? Um I'm wondering if there's like a specific part. Um
Hold up. What
Speaking of
Jimmy
speaking
said?
of monster,
What Jimmy said this? That was hurtful.
I'm gonna hit the report. Well, that's when you start talking about what's human trafficking really?
Which Jimmy is that? Is that Jimmy you?
No, no.
Nah.
I don't know which Jimmy this is. This is a Jimmy that I think we met on one of our live streams.
Oh, okay. My bad. I just want to know the rules. I don't want to hold nobody against their will. I just want to know the rules.
I'll just read this first one here. I come to you today as a mother that is devastated and profoundly saddened by the allegations made against my son, Sean Combs. It's heartbreaking to see my son judged not for truth, but for a narrative created out of lies. To bear witness what seems to be like there should be a two there, to bear witness to what seems to be like a public lynching of my son before he has the opportunity to prove his innocence.
Special delivery.
I told you that we won't stop. No, I told you that we will stop.
Opportunity to prove his innocence is a pain too unbearable to put into words. Like every human being, my son deserves to have his day in court to finally share his side and prove his innocence.
It's all about the Benjamins, baby.
It's background music for
All right, don't read all of this,
for
please.
this crazy letter.
Don't read all of this, please. But
No,
look,
I'm not.
hold up. Listen, what parent won't say that about their kid, bro?
Right.
Has she seen him play the Joker for Halloween? Did she see that?
Now we got parents. You can't blame them, man.
Point.
We got parents who kids shoot up schools and shoot up theaters and stuff, and their parents be like, deep down, now he is a good kid, a little troubled. Thomas is a little troubled, but he's a good kid. You know what I'm saying?
Boy. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Listen,
shut up.
Maybe that's why I'm not a dad, because I'll be on TV like, put him in jail today.
Nah.
I'm not doing my parenting. I'm not doing the best parenting. He not listening to me. She not listening to me. Whatever. Maybe he needs to stay away from me. I want to stay away from him because I don't know if he's gonna shut me down. So put that man under the jail.
Nah, I agree. Any parent is gonna say that, except apparently Kyle. But
if Diddy was my son, and I know that he's trafficking children, bro, I'm not defending that man.
Right. Hold on.
You know what I taught you? You know what I taught you?
Is that her name? Who's Avicii?
Avicii.
That's an artist.
Yeah. Never heard of Avicii?
Nah.
Is it a producer or a singer?
We looking really bad. He about to leave the whole live because we don't know who that is.
Yeah, no. It is a producer, Swedish DJ and remixer. Yeah.
He's the guy that isn't he the guy that remixed that Adele song?
Why would I know that?
Anyway, I'm sure that
Oh
that
no
they were
no.
doing
Oh
that.
yeah, he.
You got a feeling that
Uh,
I never knew before. Oh no, I get a feeling. Yeah, that's all. Oh, sometimes
He said it's Brooklyn Jimmy. Y'all all Brooklyn Jimmy. We
word
all from
like for
Brooklyn.
real.
Everyone is Brooklyn Jimmy.
Which one, Brooklyn Jimmy? I know which Jimmy this is though. I know which Jimmy this is. This is Brooklyn moved down south Jimmy.
Oh, okay.
But this man
yeah, he
Diddy
died.
dressed
Avicii
up as the
died.
Joker and try to beat up somebody
Look at that.
and
He
then said,
died.
"It's all love, bro. It's all love. It's all love. Come to my party."
I loved it though, because he was like soft
Right.
ass boy.
Yeah, he was wilding.
he's, he's like, oh, whoa. Oh, wait. I think Sticky is telling us something here. He's saying Avicii passed, quote unquote, unaliving himself, but he's saying maybe he knew something. Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, he died?
He died. He died. Yeah, he died in 2018. Apparently, yeah, he.
Unalive himself.
Yeah. I hate that term. Why can't I just say took his own life?
Maybe. I guess you could say that.
Also, why can't I say the S word? That's crazy. I can say everything else. Um. So, I'm reading a report that in 2012, he was rushed to the hospital with severe stomach pain. He had pancreatitis, due to his acne medication, which wow, and his drinking. The doctor's advice was to stay sober for at least 6 months, and then he died in 2018. Um, so I don't know if he had like it seems like he might have had a drinking problem.
Listen, I don't know how much I believe these conspiracy theories, man. I feel like every
He
Tom,
died.
Dick, and Harry got a conspiracy theory now.
I don't like how you enunciated the D in that sentence.
Pause.
But he died on April 20th. Just another. So, yeah. So, a year or two after the video clip. What video clip?
Look at those face. Yo. He didn't even finish the sentence.
Yeah, you see,
He
I'm
didn't
not
even
seeing
finish the
that.
sentence.
It was wild, bro.
What happened is y'all don't even know what I thought in my head after he said that, so I had to hold that in.
So, oh, for a better day. Okay. Shows human trafficking. Oh, this music video shows human trafficking? Oh, that's crazy.
Reaction?
So,
No.
oh man. Okay. Ed, not
but
Eddie. All right.
I
Yo,
don't
it's great
know.
to see some
Like,
new people here. Make sure you like hit the subscribe, the
I
like,
love how
notifications.
he's looking at the chat. He's not posting nothing. He's looking at all the comments, and we're sitting here like, yeah, what is he talking about right now?
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Ah. Well, what do y'all so I just feel like the mom rightfully so is saying this, and I can't fault her for saying this. You know what I mean? I can't.
I
I
want to
think
be.
I think it's hard not to take away that monster aspect, especially after the Cassie video. I don't know.
You know what? I always forget about the Cassie video because I was about to say right before you said that I was about to say I'm really hoping there's like a redeeming story here about Diddy, like there's some redemption quality for it, but I completely forgot. He just slapped her with one hand on his bathrobe, other hand slapped. Like that man is a menace. The man is a menace.
Barefoot. Let's not forget barefoot.
He said that he was a changed man.
He did say that. I did watch that video too. He said he's ashamed when he watches that. That's not even him. He was in a dark place.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder
nah.
what place he was in when he was doing the parties.
Here's the thing, though, right?
A darker
Listen,
place.
I get that he's a bad person, but I also don't want y'all to like forget that this is an attack. Like Diago does not like that he got sued, and this happened directly after they lost that lawsuit. Like
But
that's not a coincidence to me.
right, yeah, no, I could understand that, but at the
So
same
stop
time,
holding as Hollywood and journalism, not y'all, and not the people in the chat either, because obviously, you guys probably are genuinely disgusted and whatever. But let's not hold this high moral banner all of a sudden. If you're gonna expose Diddy, expose the whole thing.
I
well,
agree.
I think that's one of the things that this trial is going to bring up.
Well, the prosecutor definitely said that in this trial there will be names that's going to be named, and
Right,
there's going to be more people that's going to be exposed.
right.
And because of that, we're going to catch them too.
That's the
And
thing
you know
about
what?
these parties is that you have so many people that are involved here that it's not just going to be a Diddy situation, but Diddy is
Hey, Emmanuel, what
the
up,
top of
gang?
the top of the iceberg. E, what up, man?
Yo, so what about these parties is legally wrong?
So apparently he would. Oh boy. See, I don't like this, Jay. I don't like this. I gotta say, I don't like this. This bothers me because just a few months ago we was on some like, yo, if you gonna be out here trying to, get like a redeeming, you know, like if Diddy's gonna be over here turning over like, cause remember that dude?
If people were held against their will, cook them. If there's minors involved, cook him.
Apparently that's all the case. Yeah,
If he violated consent, cook him. If
yeah.
people were drugged unknowingly, cook him. But if you having parties where people want to go there and they're willingly doing the drugs and they're willingly getting freaky, freaky, freaky Friday, let people be adults and get their little freak off on, man.
I don't, bro. All right.
I
So
mean, like,
I don't what where have you been these last couple days? What's been going on in your life that
Here's what I don't believe that Diddy is actually using 1,000 bottles of baby oil, and I'm gonna tell you why. I don't know if you guys have ever used baby oil as lubricant. It is the trashiest lubricant you can. You might as well use spit. It's the trashiest lubricant you can use. You trying to tell me a professional freak or freak master, right, is not gonna get wet platinum or KY jelly? He gonna get baby oil? Come on, so I don't believe it. I don't believe it one bit. That's not real. If I'm a freak or freak master since the 90s, I'm going to get my wet platinum.
all right, what about the
You hear me?
dildos?
What?
What about the dildos? Because there's like
but
700 of
okay, so
those.
That's nasty.
I just
So
want
it's like two for every one of those.
No, you're
I
right.
just,
He
I
should go
just,
to
I
hell.
guess
That's nasty.
I guess the better
Yeah.
question is, what exactly is he being charged for?
I think
Because we're
that
talking
we
about
get
human trafficking, so that's one.
racketeering,
Racketeering, okay.
which I still don't know what that is. Um, human trafficking, racketeering. Um,
None of it has to do with his parties.
no, I think some of it does.
Oh, it probably should be illegal to videotape people without their consent, though, too. I don't agree with that. I
Right.
think
And
that's right.
apparently he has like hidden cameras in every room.
Oh, well.
Okay. Like what he did to Cassie. Okay.
Yeah, that's bad.
Um
That was bad.
and also there's I mean rumors of he would have like people like IVs on standby during these parties that would last days.
That's illegal?
Where he would have people having sex in front of him
That's illegal?
for
Is
like
that
the
illegal?
longest time. You think they're doing that with consent? You think they're having sex until
Probably.
they need IV bags? They're
Nah,
willingly
nah,
doing that?
nah. Alive got a point. Alive got a point. I would.
So you're talking about all that plus underage things. You think he had 48 hours of Justin Bieber legal guardianship for no reason? Like,
So you think he busted
So
those
I'm
cheeks?
so don't misunderstand my question. I just want to know.
this was more directed at Jay because I feel like he's bugging.
Well,
But yeah,
okay. Well, here's my thing, right? I'm not saying he's look. Okay, real quick. I'm not saying he's innocent or whatever, and it might sound like I'm a Diddy apologist, and maybe honestly, 25 to 50% of it is that he's part of the culture. Yeah, it is hard to watch. Look, if you exist within the culture where there are very few black billionaires, and he's one of the four from the entertainment industry, right? It's him, it's Rihanna, it's Dre and Jay. Okay, it's not a lot. It's four. It is hard to watch that man fall from grace. And I know a lot of people enjoy
Le-
it, but this is the person that I've looked up to before. You know what I'm saying?
you did. See, I don't. He hasn't been weird to you for a long time.
Right, right. But it's hard to just knock somebody down like that for me. But I'm like, what I'm saying is I'm not trying to excuse him. So if that's
Right.
what it looks like, my bad. But I do want to go through everything layer by layer. Because if you're gonna kill our heroes, or me personally, if you're gonna kill my heroes, so now let's get yours.
Right. And I think and what I'm saying is that I think this is the tip of the iceberg.
Let's go get the
I
Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones was just on camera with Jamie Foxx talking about all his players' dick sizes.
That's kind of weird.
So, like, I'm just saying, if you're gonna knock down my heroes, the people who got to be a billionaire in my culture, or at least, I mean, I'm not black, but at least like for hip hop, or the people that I
Right.
grew up like admiring, if you're gonna knock them down and you're gonna take their skeletons out the public, what about yours? Let's talk about Leonardo DiCaprio. Why
So
he always keep a 22-year-old with him? Let's
so
talk
so
about Derek Jeter. He gave half in the entertainment industry herpes.
but here's the
Allegedly.
thing, but wow. But here's the thing though, like that's crazy. Here's the thing though, you can't there's always going to be another one. So it's there's always going to be another celebrity. So there's always going to be someone you could say that about. But it still doesn't change the fact that this is the type of charges that he is getting is so substantial. It's so egregious and it's like a copious amounts of charges that are being like hailed against him, bro. So
So
it's
let's put
not
him away.
just
Let's put him away, but let's not
right.
stop with him. Let's put the rest of them away.
I
Stop
think that's the
redacting.
whole point.
Let's not redact no names in the story. Get them all out.
Well, here's the thing though. I think if they're willing to go after Diddy, if they're willing to go after Diddy, I think they're willing to go after all these other people that you're talking about too. I don't think what I'm thinking is that glass ceiling has been broken with this.
Let's find
This
out why Bill Clinton was on them Epstein flights all that time. I
right.
want to know for real.
I completely agree. But I think that such a high profile case such as this, I think this is something where it allows us to go after all of them. You're not, it's. I'm guarantee you, there's people that are shaking right now over this. They are terrified because if they could get Diddy, then they could get them also. Not just because Diddy probably has the evidence, for them or against them, but just on their own, Diddy's status, and he could get got, then anyone could get got. So I think it's going to be possible for all of that, but you have to deal with this, and you have to absolutely put this man under the jail. If these are the accusations, and we have high good reason for that, because let's not forget that Cassie's statement, her whole statement of everything that Diddy did. Remember when she got beat? We saw the video. It was precise. It was pristine recollection that woman had. So now, what are we supposed to do about everything else?
Now, no
All
lie.
the other charges.
That woman got photographic memory, bro.
Photographic memory. So I believe everything that is written in there now.
She was like,
You
never been
remember
in 30.
you're gonna remember getting hurt like that.
And you're gonna remember being
That's a
abused
scary
you're gonna remember being abused for years. Now, not you gonna, because people's memory has been known to be affected by these things, but her in particular, she seems to. Now, you remember that journalist? What's his name? That was on
Torre.
Torre. So the Torre. I don't know if y'all watched that video, but he also talked about Cassie and how she was able to essentially get away from Diddy's clutches. He talked also about she basically went into a situation where she had years away from him. She had worked on herself. She was really like seeking healing on therapy or whatever, and then she ended up, you know, then she ended up getting to a place in her life where she looked back and she was like, no, I am going to expose this so that he can't hurt anyone else, that type of thing. So it seems like she really worked hard for her recollection, her healing, and all that. So when she's making these statements or something, it seems to be clear head, sound mind type of situation that she's in. So yeah, also racketeering is getting bread from illegal activities such as drugs, which that's part of the charges, embezzling, sexual activities,
Okay,
also
hold on, but
selling
wait,
selling guns.
we're
Uh,
not cool with selling drugs and selling guns no more. Like that's not something we okay with now.
I think last week we decided not to be okay with that.
No, I'm being for real.
You
Like
serious?
all of a sudden, we don't celebrate drug dealers and gun runners. We just woke up today, and now you a monster if you sell drugs.
Not in real life.
My son Snoop Dogg was crip walking at the Super Bowl, beat a murder case. Murder was the case that they gave me, and now no, killing and selling drugs and all that. Now that's frowned upon.
I,
I don't know what point you're trying to make here.
are you talking about the hip hop community or like the justice system? Because the justice system's always had a problem with that.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
don't know
thinking
what, I
out
don't know
loud,
what
man.
you're trying to make with that. I'm so
Also,
confused.
also those are technically lyrics in a song. It's very different when you have actual evidence of said events. Now, I'm not saying that in those songs they're not being real. I do believe that they're being real about those things, but you can't charge, free speech.
Hmm.
I mean, you can, but it's not evidence in this situation.
But
I need
either
you to
way,
go back to when you were angry about this. I need that. That's the type
But
of Kano I need.
when it was about Cassie and it's about abusing women, yeah, that's I don't like that part of it. But it got to be real abuse. It can't be because you got
Nah,
Lexi the
Jay.
you got Lexi the body over there taking ecstasy pills and giving top to you. Like that can't be what you getting charged for, gang.
Right, right. But we're talking about consent. You're talking about situations of consent.
yeah,
He's
like
not being
did she
charged for
consent to
situations of
take those?
consent.
Did she consent to take those drugs? Did she consent to performing sexual acts on him?
Was
Like
she
different things like that, we
coerced?
have to put into consideration.
Was
Which
she
is why I asked about
pressured?
like what. That's why I asked about the parties. Like, what is he being charged with? Like, what does he do that was illegal at the parties? That because people keep talking about the freak offs, the freak offs, the freak offs, and it's like, what happened at like? I don't want to know
Well,
exactly what happened in those freak offs. I want to know what's illegal that happened in those freak offs.
People
well,
acting like orgies are illegal.
the thing is that the idea is that he would use these things against you. He would find ways to blackmail you, either by having you do stuff at the freak offs and having evidence of that, or he would coerce you. If you
Mm.
don't do these things, then this evidence is coming out. He was like master
All right, well then
manipulator type of situation.
that's illegal. That's bad. You should go to jail for that.
So like we have pictures of him having a giant air mattress in his backyard and stuff like that, along with the 1,000 bottles of lube, along with the 700 dildos, along with him telling Rev Run that he's a real freak. He's a real freak, along with the video of him beating Cassie, exactly how Cassie stated it was. I just feel like at this point, whether it's illegal or not, we're painting the image of this person, and I'm sorry, mom, but he looks like a monster, you know, and I don't know how else to put that. You talking? You really think nothing happened with Usher and Justin Bieber with the way he was acting and stuff like that?
But don't
Look,
we responsibly got to wait till we know that something happened before we
you're
start talking?
absolutely right. You're absolutely right. That's why this is the court of opinion, not the court of the law right now. All right? This is opinion. This is what
Yo,
we're doing as a
if that was
pod.
me writing that letter, I'd be like, yo, I love my son. You know, I'll catch a bullet for my son. But
But put that man under
that
the jail.
man decided to put himself in front of many bullets. And I'm not trying to get in front of that many bullets. Put that man in jail today.
Again, I don't want
Do,
to make it sound like I'm excusing him. I do think he's a monster. He blew up Kid Cudi's car. He shot a woman in the
he,
face and put it on Sean. You know what I'm saying? He might have got Tupac killed for real. He irresponsibly, whether he purposely got Biggie killed, he got Biggie killed. You know, by even bringing him out there. He doesn't care about people. He's very has narcissistic qualities. The Cassie video, right? What I am though, because it sounds like I'm defending him. What it is though is like.
it sounded like you listed even more things that I forgot about. And and then you was like, but here's my point, man. But here's my point.
Let's just make sure that we examining everything thoroughly, layer by layer, and we not putting everything together, and then all of a sudden we're normalizing being mad and flying girls out. I don't know
No,
if you guys
no.
are listening. That is the crux of my argument. Can we fly hoes out?
Yeah. Yeah, right. As long as they say yes.
Like I hope, like she's not
Consent.
getting drugged and wake up.
Because what if
Yo,
I
why am
what if
I
I
at
don't?
this place?
Every city I go to, I don't want to meet a new hoe. I got a favorite hoe already. What if I want to go with my favorite hoe to Dubai? I want to take my favorite hoe to San Francisco. Now I want to go with my
Dubai.
favorite hoe to Toronto. I don't want to meet new hoes in Toronto. I want to bring, you know, I want to bring Persephone. Okay?
Bro, I think you're
Can I
getting
bring
hung up.
Persephone?
I think you're getting hung up on this as if you're flying the hose out, and I know that you're not. So here's the thing.
That was
You
hurtful.
gotta let this go.
That was so
Like,
hurtful. You don't
I'm
know what I
sorry.
do with Persephone.
My son was like, I flew out to Spain this summer. Come on now. So I just feel like you need to let this go, or like keep it in your mind, because there's not, you can't express this. This you just
I think
can't do these things, Nemo. You
I think I
can't.
just did. I think I just did.
Yeah, let's not do it again. Sticky Shees says, when can we expect names or any other information from the authorities? So that's a good question. That's what I'm wondering. Do y'all know anything about that?
I understood that they're redacting everything. I thought that's what we just read.
Right. So are they redacting That's a good question. Hold on.
They're gonna keep all discovery confidential. That's all discovery.
Have struck a deal to keep the case evidence sealed from the public to prevent documents and damaging evidence from being posted online. But the thing is, over here, it's highlighting the fact that, let me take this off. Over here, it's highlighting the fact that probably lawyer Sean Diddy Combs have agreed on a protective order regarding case discovery. It
Chat,
doesn't say all
am I bugging though? Like
that specifies sealed material will not be posted online.
I'm wilding. Y'all let me know.
Government has of the public filed proposed protective order. The redacted portion describes with particular discovery material that implicates a victim's privacy interests. So it seems like the whole redaction, or the whole keeping evidence sealed from the public might be to protect the victim. Now, maybe if we're not talking about victims, then we'll actually get an answer here. You know, we'll actually get a response. I don't know. That's what I'm wondering. Basically, he wants to know, is he wilding for being like, yo, what's wrong with flying out the hose, as he so eloquently put. Another thing about this though, dude, was something that you mentioned, which goes in line with this whole situation. This whole Tupac situation. All right. Tupac's family hires investigators to find the link between his death and Diddy. So, a New York attorney confirms he has been hired by Tupac's family to investigate a link between his 1996 murder and Diddy. So, I think this is another one of those situations that you look at it and you just put the dots together. And I just feel like this is not um this is well, this is one look, when there's smoke there's fire. And I think that Diddy, it needs to be extinguished at this point. So, like,
Like I told my mom. Like I
there's a
told my
lot of
mom.
smoke here, bro.
Like I told my mother, when Diddy used to go to before any of them passed away, when Diddy used to go to LA, he had a relationship with Keefe D and Los Compton Crips, the Southside one specifically, which is the set that Keefe's from. There's an established relationship between Keefe D and Diddy. We know for a fact that Orlando Anderson is Keefe's relative, and he's the one who gets stomped down in Vegas. So we know they're in the same place that night that Pac dies. It's very likely that it's retaliation for what happened in that casino, but it's also the beef between the mob power rules and the Southside Compton Crips. And Diddy has a relationship with the Southside Compton Crips, who we also know now because he put bounties on death row chains, increased the animosity between these already two rivaling neighborhoods. I think it's very likely that you're going to find evidence that Diddy had something to do with Tupac's death.
Oh, so you legit believe that?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Sorry, my laptop about to die.
Although I heard that Keefe D's defense now is that he was lying in the interviews to sell the books and that he wasn't actually in the car when the thing happened. That's what I heard his defense is now.
Since
So
when?
remember the feds picked him up. Not the feds, the Vegas PD picked him up, right? One of them picked him up. And he got to go defend himself now. So we'll see how that goes.
I thought that he was didn't he have some type of like immunity or something?
He did get immunity for something else, but they asked him all about it. He got immunity for that day, but then he put everything in the book and started doing interviews, and you don't get immunity forever for that.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so
You
he's kind of retracting his statements here and there because people gonna be after him for that.
bro.
Yeah.
I mean, well, here's the thing. Do
But
you believe
let me ask
they
you a question.
retracted him or yeah, go ahead.
What changes if he's responsible for Pac stuff? Like nothing, right? Like it doesn't.
No. I think having that actual validation I think changes everything. It doesn't change it doesn't like take away or anything like that. Like it just adds to the fact that yes, okay, we're looking at someone who's a monster. Yeah. But I think it changes so much like in the culture. How much longer would we have had Pac if it wasn't for him then? You know what I mean?
Mm.
Especially if we also find out that he took part in Biggie's death. Like
I think that one would shake more stuff up if he took part in Biggie's death.
I think both. I think both, and
Let's not forget.
I think that like you took away two of the biggest icons in hip hop.
Let's not forget. Everybody's joking about the baby oil. They also found a gang of AR-15s. with the
Yeah,
serial numbers
you
knocked
really
off.
you're really just mad at the flying out the hosting, huh? Like that's
I just want to know, can I fly out the hose? I also
I
no.
just want to know, can I fly out the hose?
I'm also kind of like
sound like MLK.
I'm also like a little intrigued and curious about how
Tell them
the
about the
pub
dream, Kano.
the public opinion on pimping, how it's been devalued so much. I grew up
The
on
value.
27th Street, right on Third Avenue. I grew up around the hoes. That was a track. That was a real track. Third Avenue was a real pimps, real hoes. So I got to know pimps and hoes. I basically grew up with them. So like, there was a time that you looked at the pimp as like, you know, that guy. The pimp, they talk fly, they knock girls down, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then I watch society go from celebrating the, the Bishop Don Juans and the PIMPs and all that to basically being reduced to just sex traffickers. And it's just like intriguing, is all.
Yeah, no, I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with it if it's gorilla pimping. Because gorilla pimping is you forcing somebody, you abducting them, you putting them into life. But if it's a peaceful finesse pimping, you know,
It's
I
covert pimping as opposed to guerrilla pimp.
if
Covert house pimping. Listen
think
here.
about think about think about it. Think about
Instead
the
of being my girl, you could be everybody else's girl,
I see that's
and get
boyfriend pimping.
paid for it.
I don't like
see
boyfriend pimping either. I think boyfriend pimping is trash too.
see the thing is that any situation um where there's a man uh profiting off of the woman doing the work,
Mhm.
I just nah.
Which is cool. You can feel that way. But what I'm trying to understand when the game became so looked down on.
I think it was always looked down on, though.
Really? Because we would
Maybe
watch
not by
Chappelle's
you.
show, and not that can't be real because Tariq Nasheed came into the game as a pimp. That's what Tariq Nasheed entered the game as. One of 50 Cent's biggest songs is PIMP. Cat Williams used to pimp.
Yeah.
Like these are things that we accepted within the culture, and
I
But
think
now all of a
that
sudden,
I
I
think
don't know
we're
why.
growing
I
out
don't know
of
why. But
that
I feel
though.
like you're blurring lines here. Like you're talking about hip hop culture. You're talking about
I'll be
like
right
the
back.
culture in the hood or whatever,
yeah.
as opposed to the court of law and like what the pimps are doing.
But I'm talking about us. I'm talking about me, you, our peers. I feel like
But like, but I feel like,
98% of the world is against it now. Whereas
but I also
you,
feel like we gotten. I also feel like we've gotten older. We're living different lives. And I think that because we're living different lives, we are noticing that there's different things that could be done that's different from gang banging, selling drugs, and pimping. Now, like what it like do I do am I going to judge the next man's pockets? No. You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, in my line of work where I what I do, I don't make these kind of judgments on people, and we shouldn't judge. But I also think that we also understand now that if these guys get caught doing what they're doing, they should have the same understanding of like, yo, I get caught, then that's it for me. I'm doing something that I know I'm not supposed to really be doing.
yeah, I mean, I get it. And look, you can't realistically in 2024, you can't really pimp the numbers they put at that is insane. Like they charge it as sex trafficking now. You're doing 20, 25 years for having, any type of thing to do with that. But
And now in 2024, like women can make their own money doing sex work.
But it's like,
and actually doing this stuff illegal, because I'm pretty sure OnlyFans is a legal way of doing things.
yeah, but this is gonna sound immature. I agree with you. It's true. Like it's kind of empowering. Empowering. It's kind of
Wow.
empowering that they can do that without actually like having to leave the house. And it's gonna sound immature. It's gonna sound childish or whatever. But as some in some aspects, it is a true thing. I think that people might agree with, which is what's the point of being famous and having money if you can't fly the hoes out?
I'm sorry. No, I know you're trying to be serious. It's just that term, flat holes out. Well, I mean, I feel like that avenue is a little weird for me too. Like I find that to be strange. You know, like where does the line blur in that situation too? Like if let's say that person A, let's say Bob is dating Suzanne for like 2 weeks. Bob is rich and he really likes Suzanne. And it's like, yo, I mean, I could take her on a date in New York, have a candlelight dinner, or I can do it the billionaire way, fly her out to Dubai, and we have mad fun for the weekend. Like that's mad cool or whatever. And then all of a sudden Suzanne says yes. She does that thing in Dubai or whatever, and then they break up. And then Bob is like, yo, why'd you break up with me? Da 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 da. Like he's causing some sort of friction because he doesn't understand. And then Suzanne is like, lock this guy up. He flew me out to Dubai or whatever the case may be. Like, where does the lines blur when these things are happening? Or just even, like you said, if you
Or
are a
even
sex worker and a rich guy says, yo, I'll fly you out to Dubai and we get to do all these crazy stuff together or whatever the case may be. Okay. And then they do it, and then she turns around and says, I didn't know we was gonna fly to Dubai. I didn't know."
that's
Change up the story.
that's mostly the problem I have with it is that can happen. Like maybe we should change subjects because viewership's going down. But my problem is that one. It's the second one. Is this girls that be with it, tell you they with it, you moving as they with it because they telling you they with it, and then they turn around and they're like, nah, we cross state lines illegally. That's the one that's tricky.
I mean, I guess you're right. I guess in those situations that's wrong. But I think the I think the main problem is, and this is now wrapping it up and going to towards Diddy and kind of focusing on him. What did he do? Or what did he say? Did he get these women consent? Because some of these women are popping out saying, I did not get any consent for the stuff that was happening. I was drugged, I was this. And now we're having young children involved in this as well. So, like, what's really going on? So, like, while you're feeling like, yo, I want to fly the hose out or whatever, like, Diddy was flying hose out or flying out women that didn't know that they were being flown out.
I don't want to fly the hose out now. Not anymore. Not after all this. I don't want to fly no hose out. I just
This
want to have
man's
one girl
insane.
forever.
Oh my gosh, everyone left. All right, can we move on from your obsession with this? This is crazy. This man's been talking for a half hour. When you fly hoes out, then get mad. This is crazy.
I don't
Nah,
think I
anyway.
furthered the story.
No, you did it. You did
But
exactly what you said not to do.
let's not talk about the viewership. Let's just continue.
Yes, let's continue. So, I mean, we really didn't focus on this. What do y'all think about this? Like, I think that they're doing this because they must have something must be prompting them. Since you're talking about since 1996, right? Something must have prompted them to start doing this. Um,
I'm sorry. Did you miss the Keefe D interviews? You missed that?
no, I'm just wondering. Did they take those seriously? And the Keefe D interviews were like for a few years now. It's not like a recent thing, you know.
Yeah, I mean, like, as long as they don't got Jaguar right as like guiding or that's like
Yo,
smoking bullet,
wait,
like you know what I'm saying, the
guys.
smoking gun in
Yo,
this
Martin.
situation.
Martin, hold up though. Now you know how I feel about Jaguar Wright, right? I feel like she be exaggerating, she be lying and all that, right? But you know how she said that Jay-Z did Foxy Brown wrong? And like Jay-Z did, all this to Foxy? That's like been a narrative that she's been pushing recently?
Hmm.
Okay. Did you see Foxy's recent story?
Nah.
Foxy put up a story where she said we don't even know half of what she's been through, and that she almost got killed in this industry, and that when she tells her real story, it'll shock all of us to our core.
Well,
Wait,
she about to put out a tell-all book or something.
hold
I
up.
don't
Wait,
know.
Foxy was saying that about Jaguar?
No, just in general, because Jaguar Wright
No,
was
she
saying
he's yeah, no, yeah.
Jaguar Wright was saying that Jay Z was basically taking advantage of a 15, 16-year-old Foxy Brown. Did whatever with her career wise, relationship wise, whatever. And then when she turned of age or whatever, got rid of her. And then when he got his power, he did everything in power to keep her from being successful, which is why she basically falls off of Earth. And we're all like, ha ha, Jaguar right crazy. And then Foxy put out a story going, look, y'all don't even know half of what I've been through. And when I tell y'all what I've been through, it's gonna shock all of y'all to y'all core.
Hmm.
And if it has to do with Mr. Carter, Mr. Sean Carter, this could get it could get weird.
That's kind of crazy. So Foxy is
Um,
actually confirming everything that Jaguar's
so
saying.
Not
can I
necessarily.
say something? And I really hope that like Jay-Z don't take our stuff down. As much as I
No,
love
Diddy
Hove,
does that.
as much as I love Hove, as much as I know that guy got bars and
Bro,
he's
I thought you
and
said as much as I love hoes. You said hove. Okay.
yeah, as much as I love Hove, Hove, Hov, and the fact that like he's nice, whatever, from Brooklyn. He's, if anything, he's probably somebody like my hero a little bit. Um, I'm gonna have to honestly say, like, I feel like eventually stuff is gonna get caught up. He's gonna get caught up, bro. That's my
You think with the
prediction.
Foxy
That's my
stuff, or
prediction. I don't think he's gonna. I don't think he's gonna. I don't think he's going to shut nobody down. I feel like just like Diddy, something's gonna happen where he's gonna sue somebody, and then his whole world's gonna crumble down.
I do
well,
I
think
just
he
think
gets
that how he's
implicated in
going
this
to
Diddy thing.
handle it is gonna be different from Diddy.
I think
listen, there's
I
a
think
few
he's gonna
things he's
get
been.
implicated in this Diddy thing.
There's a few things about Hove that they say allegedly. Listen, I don't want to get sued enough, but these are just rumors that are floating
Allegedly.
around. These are rumors floating around. I'm not saying everything is real. But the first one is the one that I just said that Nikki also alluded to, which is the Foxy stuff, the Foxy Brown stuff, the underage, relationship, all that. The other one is the Aaliyah stuff. There's rumors that he had something to do with the way Aaliyah passed away, and there's rumors that there was a mistress he had who allegedly had a baby by him who was unalived. So those are just three things that are floating around in the universe right now.
Yo, it got a pattern, man. It's got a pattern,
And if you guys remember
that's
the
what I'm trying
Diddy
to say.
stuff,
Like I feel like everybody who's, and I'm not just saying just black billionaires. I just think billionaires in general, for them to get to this billionaire status that they're at, there's some sacrifices that have to be made. Some negative things. I'm not saying that they were a part of some society or was part of Diddy's freak offs or whatever it is. I'm not saying it's any of those things. I'm just saying you had to have done some really shady stuff to get to where you at.
I ain't
And
gonna hold you though.
and
If
yeah, go
if
ahead.
you know that you could do something that most people can't get away with, but you could get away with, most people will do it.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I wonder in that situation, do we have a right to point the finger at their lack of morals at that point? Because at that point their morality has failed them. They're not choosing to they're choosing to do it because they could get away with it. They're not choosing to not do it because of their morality.
What did you just say?
Well, you could elaborate and I'll piggyback on what you said.
More so in a situation like that, you're talking about a situation that does some type of harm in some type of way or
But I'm just saying that it's easy for billionaires to have skeletons in their closet because they can get away with stuff that we can never get away with.
right.
Like
But
for the example of Diddy, if I have a girl, right, I would never hit a girl. But let's say I have a girl and I beat her up at the hotel. I can't buy that footage from the hotel.
right.
I'm going to jail that day.
Right.
He was able to buy that footage.
Right, but okay, so because I was responding to the part where you said most people would do it if they knew they could get away with it.
Okay, maybe not most. A lot of people would do stuff if they knew they could get away with it.
Right, but what I'm saying is that that person is still guilty morally. You know, even if they can, at that point, there's a moral failing.
And this is what I was trying to say. I feel like Hove, and maybe he's painting this narrative to kind of have him separate himself from all the bad he's done. But I feel like one of the reasons why I'm actually really respecting Hove and I look up to him is because of 444. And he kind of paints this picture of like a redemption arc, if you will. Like he's different now. He's not the way that he was before. And the reason is because he doesn't want his daughter to see what kind of man he was, and like he wants her to see the man that he is now.
And to piggyback off that,
I feel like
though,
at the end of the day, this, and just to bring it full circle, Hove, if he gets caught with all those things, like I need to know. I would love to know how he's going to react to it, because like it's a long time coming for Hove, but I hope that he takes that in stride as a man of moral, like who's going to take the moral high ground from here on out. You know what I mean?
Diddy did the same thing though.
hold on, to piggyback off that though, real quick. So to have a redemption arc, morally, would say that like you were morally wrong prior, right? And just to remind y'all who Hove is, again, this isn't an attack. I don't want to attack him. We have a platform. We're going to talk. We're going to say what's real. I'm a fan. I know this because I'm a fan. If you listen to "You Must Love Me" or "You Must Love Me," whether it's true or not, whether it's artistic or not, actually on 444 he also references this as well.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
He shot his brother.
Yeah.
As a youth, he shot his brother over some rings that a girl gave him. He asked his brother, "Yo, where's the rings that Annie gave me, or whatever her name is?" And no, he was wearing the rings. He's like, "Give me back the rings that the girl gave me." And the brother said no, and girls was watching. His pride was hurt. He shot his brother. You know, also in "You Don't Love Me," this could be artistic freedom as well. We don't know. He alludes to selling his mother drugs. You know, selling his own mother drugs. He's also a drug dealer, allegedly, formerly. Not to knock him or nothing, but where do we morally rank that? I personally wouldn't shoot my brothers. Me. This is me.
That's just me. I wouldn't shoot my brothers. I would never sell my mother drugs. I would not like. So I get.
I would also not sell my mother drugs. I want to put that one out there too, man.
I guess there is also this aspect, right, where it's like how far back do we make the person pay for the past? You know, like as well, you know, because you're bringing up stuff that.
I'm not
he's
saying we
done
should
wrong for a long time. You know,
I'm not saying we should penalize him for what he told us in the song or what he went through. But I'm saying is though that same person is that person who lacked those morals in those moments is now a billionaire, and money is an enabler. In a capitalist society, money is an enabler, and if you have billions of it, and that's who you are morally as a person, it's gonna be some skeletons in your closet.
I and that I agree with. That's what I'm saying. I wonder how. First of all, I wonder how Diddy's gonna take all of this. Like once when he's on trial and he's on that stand and and he finds out like and they give the verdict, how is he going to act? You know what I mean?
am love.
And then like with Hove, like if this ever goes down, honestly, I really want to say when, but if it goes down, how will he react? What will be his reaction? And that's what I'm trying to stay. If let's hope that he changed. Let's hope that it feels like it's a change. It feels like he's trying to do better for I don't know for other people, but for him and his family, he's trying to do better. He's trying like he had that song about his mom on 444 Smile. It looked like he's trying to make these strides and make these changes. So like how like what's going to be the next move? What's the next plan?
And he was never a pimp.
He wasn't.
So there's two things
All
in
the
my
light
mind.
skinned girls were loving him.
One the I think that Jay is gonna get implicated in this Diddy situation.
They were close, right? Like you got those bars. You got those bars from Jay where he's like, "Why would I buy vodka from anyone else when Diddy got vodka?"
Yeah.
So they was boys. They was cool.
And so I think that there's something there. Obviously he's been to the parties and stuff like that. But also I think that you mentioned the redemption arc, which I think is interesting because I think that this redemption arc is attempted during a situation where you're trying to redeem yourself from the evils that no one even knows about. You know what I mean? That the things that you want, the skeletons that you want to keep in your closet, but you feel guilty for, and you realize that those things are wrong. I think that's why you had that whole phase of Diddy calling himself Love. I don't think that was a public, persona type of thing. I think that he was trying to believe that, and trying to like redeem himself without owning up to all the evils that he did,
So like
that's what I'm
internally,
thinking.
that's like that comes from within. That's not even for us. That's for him.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Guilt
agree.
is a very strong feeling to deal with on a daily basis. And when you're not happy sitting with yourself or looking at the person in the mirror,
I don't know if I agree
you
with
try
that.
and create an alter ego.
I don't know if I agree with
that's
that if
better.
that person is a narcissist.
Well, that person is so narcissistic that they believe that they can redeem themselves without owning up to anything. Like in my mind, like
but I also feel like narcissists can have a moment of feeling bad for what they're doing.
And don't get me wrong, I don't think that. I also don't think that ends them doing the bad things. It's just this. Oh no, I'm still a good person because I call myself love. All of that is narcissistic.
There's also this other aspect that we're talking about right here, where it's like, okay, so we wouldn't know as consumers in the public, but the industry is relatively close knit. People know, right? Like you would know if you was at a Diddy party, you telling your friends, and like I don't know, I don't know. I'm just saying, like that redemption arc could be for that too, though. It could be for like, hey guys, I'm really Love. I know what you heard about me, but I'm Love.
Yeah.
But I also feel like it's more than that, and I guess I'm like it's kind of like between Hove and Diddy. I think that you gotta do the work to really embody the redemption. Like going to therapy, which is why I really and truly respect Kendrick. because my man's going to therapy. My man's is doing what he can to not go down the route that so many of his predecessors have gone down. Like he's really trying his best to make the changes before he gets to that plateau, and he's close. He's close to getting there. You know what I mean? That Super Bowl performance is about to be groundbreaking for him. But like him understanding that he needs to get therapy to fix himself together is important. And I hope that's what Hove is trying to do right now. I don't know if Diddy did that. It sounds like he was just having more freak off parties and all these different things. That's what it looks like. But I hope with Hove, he's going to therapy and he's getting the help that he needs. And he's also like he's clearing out the skeletons in his closet privately. Let's hope he's doing that. You know what I mean? Like those are the things I'm hoping for, because once when that hammer comes down on Hove, he gotta be prepared, bro. Because I don't know. I don't know if he's ready.
So, talking about skeletons in the closet, I think we should we'll end on this topic. So Charlemagne says he believes Michael Jackson was conspired against, quote unquote. They killed his reputation and ultimately killed him. Let's listen in.
Been hearing that theory about the corporations. Listen, I could be totally wrong. I don't think that there's too many people that are important enough for a corporation to want to do all this to.
Yeah.
There's only one person, and I really mean this when I say this, and I know this is straight conspiracy theory. There's only one person I believe in Hollywood who people conspired to actually take down.
Who?
I'm talking about a mass conspire. Anytime they take you down, it's people conspiring.
Yeah.
But it's usually because you did some shit.
Yeah.
But I think that there's one person who they really took down because he had too much power, and I believe that person was Michael Jackson.
Wow.
I truly believe that. And the reason I believe that is because you can look into the story. We had Deion Cole on Breakfast Club today. Deion Cole told us a story about how he got high with Paul McCartney, and Paul McCartney told him, Paul McCartney and Michael used to be real cool. Paul was telling Michael, like, yo, you got to get your business together. You got to get your business right. He told him about the publishing game.
He bought the Beatles publishing.
Michael ended up getting so big that he bought the Beatles publishing. The Beatles publishing was worth so much that literally Sony gave Michael Jackson half of their publishing company just to own the Beatles catalog. So whenever you used to see, look it up. Whenever you used to see Sony ATV, that was Sony, and ATV was Michael Jackson's publishing company, right? Imagine how powerful a black man is when he owns half of our majority of the music industry's publishing. And in some cases was even giving publishing back to some of the artists. He gave Little Richard his publishing back. I don't know how many people he did that to, but he gave Little Richard his publishing back. Look, in 2016, and this was 2016, Sony paid $750 million to acquire Michael Jackson's, 50% stake in Sony ATV Music Publishing, a joint venture that Jackson and Sony formed in 1995. This made Sony the sole owner of the world's largest music publishing company. I believe, this is all conspiracy theory. It's brilliant idiots, by the way. We just talking, this podcast. I believe that Michael Jackson had too much power in the music industry, had too much control over the most valuable asset in music, which is people's publishing. And I believe they had to take him out because of it. Smear his name, eventually get him up out of here. In 2016, they got it back for way cheaper than they probably would have paid if he was still alive. He's the one motherfuckers talk about Bill Cosby trying to buy NBC and nah. He's the one person I believe in entertainment. Mind you, I said the entertainment industry. Conspiracies happen all the time in other industries that actually really matter.
Yeah.
But the entertainment industry, he's the one person I believe actually they ruined it, they killed his reputation and ultimately killed him. And I've been hearing that theory about, the corporations. Listen, I could be.
All right.
What are my thoughts?
Yeah.
Yo, man. it's like with black. It's oh, maybe I'm just looking too much into it. And I was listening to a TikTok on this too. It's like, yo, like we got a lot of like when somebody has a lot of power, especially some like Charlamagne said, like somebody who's black and has a lot of power. You know, that's when they want to come for your life. So I don't know how true it is, but that is I won't hold it against them. I won't hold it against them. I mean, look, yo,
you mean you wouldn't put it
like
past
it's
them?
so obvious to me too, is because I remember the moment on the news articles that was saying Wacko Jacko. Like they were never they this man was immaculate to everybody. He was still doing stuff Neverland, bringing these kids to his ranch and have them playing in the playground or the roller coaster or whatever, and all this stuff. Like this stuff was happening when he was immaculate, and then all of a sudden he starts speaking out. All of a sudden he does some business moves, and now this immaculate Michael Jackson that just loves kids is Wacko Jacko. Crazy guy that wanna molest children potentially. That, like you can't deny something like that, bro. Like it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense when you think about it. But I guess that's my 2 cents on that. Like that joint crazy, bro. I never even thought of it when he said that. Like when he said that, I was like, oh snap, like that. It's kind of true.
Yeah, on some like have the doctor give the wrong medication and stuff that killed him. Like that's
all of a sudden.
Yeah.
How long has he been? How long has that doctor been doing that, bro?
The doctor was giving him those doses like for some time. I mean, he was taking it.
There's
during
also
his last,
there's also the
tour.
people that was close to Michael that said Michael always said he felt like they was gonna kill him.
Really? I never heard of that.
I recently saw that he had confided in one of his children put that out there, that he had confided in people that he felt that he was gonna get killed, that they was trying to kill him.
Wow. That's crazy.
I'm on the fence with this because on the one hand, you know, I know J. Edgar Hoover, when he was head of the FBI, one of the top positions in the intelligence community in the world, let alone the United States and the world. I know that his biggest fear was the Black Messiah. So I know, whether you want to admit it or not, in this new MAGA America that we live in, I know for a fact that the powers that be fear Black power. So I'm not going to discount that ever. And one Black person having influence and money is powerful. You're talking about a guy who could never walk into a mall. We would have to close the whole mall down because people going into comas when they see him. That's a man that people listen to at the height of his career in the 90s, 2000s. That's a man. You get a 1992 Michael Jackson. That man is almost as powerful as any world leader you could get around, maybe more. And now he has money. He owns half of Sony's publishers. Yeah, that part is, I could see that when it comes to that. But then also I watched the man in the interview say he sleeps in the same bed as kids. Can they both be true? Can they both be true? Can he have so much money that he gets to exercise his demons, but also be a powerful Black man? Can they both be true?
That's a good point. Yeah.
But I will say this. That man has been dead for 14 years, 15 years, something like that. And he can't defend himself. And we still can't get any solid evidence on him. So maybe he didn't do anything as well. Because I gotta believe if I'm dead for 14 years and I can't defend myself, y'all gonna find something. The only way you're not gonna find nothing if there was nothing there to begin with.
That is a good point. Even that like documentary that came out a few years ago with those two guys that came to
Oh yeah,
be
that was
open and stuff.
complete bull.
Right, yeah,
Yeah.
they were found to like like it was just a money grab.
But he did, like, I seen him say, I sleep with kids in my bed. Like, I saw him say that once.
Right, yeah.
That was
he
weird.
did. Yeah. He did also say that he would sleep on the floor. So, I don't know what's true there. But nonetheless, I mean, one thing we can definitely say, it was inappropriate. He wasn't smart for doing that, you know.
But you can't discount the fact that it's very possible that these, you know, like Kyle said, there's concentrated efforts to tear you down. Like, I make a phone call and we put Wacko Jacko on every newspaper for a week.
Well,
that's gonna do something to your psyche and how you perceive a person.
I've come to the belief, personally, this is just my personal belief, that majority, if not all of these cases that were brought to court where people were suing and stuff like that, that it was all money motivated. I saw this breakdown of every case. I watched like a 2 to 3 hour thing of this breakdown of every case. And every case, when you look at the details of it, you have their family, one of their family members, or one of their family members or them themselves just went through or is going through a financial crisis. And then shortly after, these accusations come out, you know? So, yeah. I don't know. It's hard to judge it, but personally, I feel like all of that was money motivated. So yeah, but it's really difficult, man. I do think that, you know, people were after his money.
The more we talk about it,
yeah,
I do think being dead 15 years, y'all would have found something. Because I can't cover my tracks no more. I can't be one step ahead of y'all. You guys got everything. I'm gone. You guys have all the time in the world to get every evidence you have on me.
Yeah.
You haven't done that. There's nothing there.
And why also when these dudes did that special and stuff like that, and they're going on the tour, they're going to, you know, Oprah and all these things, you know, where are those other kids who are adults now to come forward and do the same thing? You know, join the campaign against Michael Jackson type of thing. So I don't know. But now when we're talking about a corporation, right, doing something like that, oh man, I see a lot of motivation there.
And we have a false sense of morality, bro. We sit there and we'll talk about Michael Jackson, right? We don't have evidence of Michael. We don't know what's really there. It's just hearsay, right? And you'll have the media and journalists just bomb him. Boom, 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 right? And then you'll have Netanyahu. And you can see everything he's doing. Like, it's there for you. And I have yet to see a newspaper of Wacko Benjamin. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like a false sense of morality here. Like,
Yeah.
and look, I don't know why I use that as an example, but but it's there though. It's there. Look,
The point was made though. Seriously, yeah.
no, yeah, but it's just like, homie, we have to like consider the fact that these are organized attacks. That they can be organized attacks, and when you see a celebrity not be attacked in that way, it's organized defenses. You know, is whatever.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's like all right, there's no evidence here. It's really just hearsay. Um they found nothing till this day. But yet we keep saying about BB that like, well, they have a right to defend themselves,
I'll give you another one. Actually, this one is related here. I think we're giving way too much energy to Diddy as a culture, not as a platform, as a society, as news reporter. We're giving way too much attention to Diddy at a time where this man has attacked Palestine, Lebanon,
Yeah.
Syria, Yemen, all within the year. He better be Tom Man of 2024 because he about to settle off World War III.
Yeah.
That man better be on the cover
Yeah.
because he going ham.
Yeah.
He put bombs in walkie talkies, and he got it to Lebanon. And these dudes was on their little walkies, and he blew it up.
Has it been confirmed that that was him?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe somebody in the supply chain must not like Hezbollah as much as Israel. My bad.
It could be that, Jason. Yeah, no, you're right.
I'm just saying, like, yo, we know way more about these freak offs than we know about like the history of why a person like Netanyahu would be motivated to move like this.
Forget about it.
We can't even get on the same page of if he's wrong or right.
Yeah, like, and also we know more about these freak offs than we do about the wars going on right now. You know,
you right.
because this is bringing us into it because they're our allies.
And you know what? It might seem irrelevant, but if they could control it like that, imagine what they could do back in the 90s when this was all happening for Michael.
Yeah.
They was shaping the story however it was Play-Doh to them. However they wanted, they were serving it up to you.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
We're lucky now that we got Twitter. That we get to hear people. We get to see.
You're right about that.
Talk.
As long as it's not deep fake.
Yeah, we're lucky for now. The next 2 years is gonna be crazy. I saw a video of Diddy kissing Bieber. Some AI video that they could do. It looks real. It looks like the two of them making out. And I was like, I don't like this.
Yo, that AI drink was wild, bro. I saw that.
I don't like this.
Yeah. That joint taking our jobs.
Man, I honestly, you know, sometimes like they'll be photoshopping stuff and oh, that's Photoshop. You just keep going. I have to double take, like, oh, that's fake.
I only knew.
Is that real?
Yeah.
I only knew it was fake because more people were talking about it. Like, I saw when it was posted, and I was like, nah, this would have made my feed way faster if this was 6 hours ago in real. Like,
yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think it's possible, obviously, allegedly, I do think it's possible that for Sony to be like, yo, we got to get this bag.
We got to get our publishing back. That's easy money.
Right.
Easy money. Every time they stream. That's the other thing we're going to talk about soon. I don't know how to package this in an interesting, fun way, but there are companies buying up people's publishing, boy. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's about to happen in the industry, but they're about to restructure the way contracts and payouts work.
Jeez, man.
And something is coming. Labels are laying off people crazy. Atlantic just
Yeah, I
cut
saw that.
half.
I saw that. Yeah, at high amounts.
Super high amounts. People have been acquiring these very few companies, the same ones, have been acquiring publishing left and right from people. You know what I mean? And don't forget that these DSPs are in bed with the labels. There's a restructuring of the industry that's about to come, and it's going to be interesting. I don't know if we're going to like it. I don't. That's another thing. I don't understand why it's so hard for us as people. We got these podcasts now, right? And we can talk to the people. And I get it. We're doing it through YouTube, or we're doing it through Patreon, or we do it through the DSPs. But all it is an extra step. We just need to make one more step, which is our app, and it's monetizable. You don't even got to pay. I just need 100,000 people so I could get promotions on there. You know, I can't. I just can't figure out why we can't get to there. As it's just one extra step. I don't need you to go to Sam. What is it? Sam Goody.
Sam Goody. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need you to go to Sam Goody and wait 3 hours to buy an album. I just need you to download an extra app and just be an eye on there, and watch an ad every now and then, so I can sell ads and you get this content for free. But I don't get it, man. I don't get that.
Yeah. If they, that's some sickness, man. If they were willing to do something like that, to take out like an absolute legend so that they could buy their publishing back at a cheaper rate, like this is
Money hungry.
yeah. That is just like awful. And the crazy thing is, like, if they were willing to do that to Michael Jackson, they're willing to do to anyone. Like anyone. If that is true. You know what I mean? So any industry.
Yeah, man. Well, we should land this plane.
Let us do so, yeah.
I was about to write that in the private chat, but you said so I stopped. You said it was like da da da.
Yeah. All right.
Well, we appreciate for those who actually got on the chat with us, spoke with us earlier this evening. I'm not too sure if there's anybody else still watching out there, but if you are, thank you for still rocking with us.
Oreo Cano would like to thank you.
Wow. Yeah, this is our first time back in a long time, as you can see. Some of us are very excited. Some more than others, like Cano's owl.
Oreo Cano.
Son got a rainbow owl.
And yeah.
Is he gay?
I don't know, man. That's your owl.
So let's just end this now. Thank you guys for joining us. This is the Can't Focus podcast, where we focus on everything and nothing at the same time. I go by the name of Martin Hopeful. You can find me at Martin Hopeful.
I forgot the order. What up? No, it's I think it's Jay. And Jay, it's you next.
But it's your boy Cano at Cano Music. Follow me. Click subscribe, hit the notification bell. Yeah.
And what up, world? And what up, world? This is Alive. You can find me at Alive Raps.
Yes, sir. And please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I think that's what Cano was trying to say. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And with that being said, we want to thank you for taking the time to focus on us.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Peace. See y'all in the next one, all right?
I waited 2 hours to do that. I want y'all
Oh, Juno, what up, man? Oh, man, this is bringing it back.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed, Juno. Yo, Juno, hit the notifications button and hit the bell icon for all notifications so that way you get that alert when we go live and stuff. We're gonna try again later this week. So yeah, appreciate y'all. Jimmy, both Jimmys, always a pleasure. E, Sticky Shees, Moppy, like please hit the like and subscribe.
Shout out to Maweed being in the building.
Shout out to Maweed. Yeah, I had to scroll up for that one. Yeah. Ed, not Eddie. All of y'all just, hit the subscribe, hit the bell icon, and click all notifications. We want to see y'all in the next one and chop it up with y'all. And also, if you have any type of, comments or like topics that you want us to cover and stuff, please feel free to send it to us. All right.
Yeah, that part.
At Can't Focus Pod. Really at any of our ads, but I Can't Focus Pod is where we could all see it. So, yeah. So we're signing off. Catch y'all later. Peace.
Peace, world.